Sorry about that. So here's the second of the Shabby Chic flowers. And then 2 doily flowers. So here's the first one. And all my doilies I get from the Paper Bag Lady one. So I put this big one here, and then this smaller one, and then this one, and then a really beautiful antique button that I also purchased. It came in that package I got from Fiona Jennings, who is Jennings644 here on YouTube. Hi, Fiona. Hi, Julie. Julie's the Paper Bag Lady. And then here's the second doily flower. So this one's thicker, and I used this big one on the bottom, and then I took 4 medium ones and folded them into fourths and just put them all around, and then another doily on top, and then the same button. So next we altered 2 spools. So these spools I got them at Hobby Lobby. And here's the first one. This is showing up a lot darker than it is in person. It's just a lilac color in person. It's not Mama Jamma purple. But you can see the glitter that it's not glitter, it's my Lindy's. I sprayed it here on the base and on the top. And then I put this bead here. And then I had this really cute trim. It's a lavender trim. It's mesh, no, not mesh, chiffon. And it has these little tiny roses throughout, and it is so cute. And then at the bottom, I have more of that seam binding. And these trims are from Dee's Shop Elegant Embellishments. So you can see that. It's pretty long. And she can just hang it from the top. So that's the first one. And then here's the second one. Okay, I painted this one white, and then I put this bead on the top, and then I had this really cute pink ruffle trim, and I wanted it to look sort of like a ballerina, so I just did that, and it's really full and lush. And the jump ring there I got from, I want to say it was from Arctic Cake, was it? Or Industrial Chic. And then I took these different colored pearls, and again some different laces from Elegant Embellishments, and I just hung them from the bottom. So you can see that. Let me just see out of curiosity how long this bad boy is. So it's about 12 inches long. So there's that. The next thing I created, I know guys, it was a big swap, was an altered clock. So this was my first altered clock, and I've got to say I want to keep it. So this was a stainless steel, like a metal clock, and I got everything out. It's very dark in there, but let me try to angle it so you guys can see better. Sorry about that. So inside I put this rosette trim that I got from Artie, who is One Little Dreamer. And then you can see the princess paper in the back with the polka dots. Sorry for the glare. And I put a stamp from the same collection in the back. And then a butterfly in the top corner that has been embossed. Sorry for the glare, everyone. Then I fussy cutted this fairy princess out, and I put some stickles all over her, and all around the bottom are wild orchid craft flowers, because I know Kameka loves those. And I just used some gesso and more stickles randomly all over the flowers. And then I put more flowers here in the front. And I repeated that same trim on the outside edge. And then on the sides here, I just put little doodads. And then, you know, another little flower here and there. Underneath is more paper from the collection, but I painted over it and distressed it and a million other things. Did the same thing on this side with different doodads, the same flowers though. And on the edge, I put more of this bling trim. She has an altered clock that she made, and I wanted this to go with it. Not to be a perfect match by any means, but if they were side by side, they wouldn't look too different. So, what else? And then you can see up here, I used my Lindy's again. The same Lindy's from the mason jars. And then I put more flowers. They've been sprayed. Just some pearls hiding. And then up here, what I did was I took a whole bunch of flowers and I intertwined the stems and I just weaved it over the handle. Then I made her, well, what I did was I wanted to put some pearls up here, but I didn't want to make another dangle. So what I did was I took the stem, one of the stems from this, and I just put pearls and spacer beads on it, like it was the metal wire, but it wasn't, it was just the stem. And then I tied off the top, just like you would if it was a dangle. And I thought that came out really cute. And then on the back is another paper from the collection. I did spray it so you can see how it has that iridescent blue. So here is the altered clock, which I think it is so sweet and feminine and shabby, and I love it. And I hope you do too, Kameka. The last item we decided to make is a surprise item. So what I decided to make is this little box. Sorry guys. What I decided to make was this box. So it's a heart box. And it's definitely shabby chic all the way. Let me kind of move back here. So here's what it looks like from the front. Okay. And what I did was I painted it a cream color. And then these laces are from Elegant Embellishments. And so I used this lace on my lace book that I created not too long ago. And I call these medallions. So what I did was I cut these out and I put them underneath the flower. 5 of them. Then this lace here is from the store. This chiffon and lace ruffle trim. Made a flower from that. And then for this, I took a strand of pearls and a strand of the fringe tassel trim, I believe is what everyone calls it. And used that throughout here. I put a flower in the center and I put a little gesso on the tips, and I just put you know, the cluster here and here, and then littler rosettes down here. And then around the edge I used this pearl drop trim that I purchased from D. And more the medallions, when I cut them out, the pieces that were left over, I used here. So you can see it just wraps all the way around. And then this trim is from the store also. And I think it's so pretty. I liked keeping it simple because I wanted the laces to speak for themselves and to be the center of attention. Of course, that flower is drop dead gorgeous, I think. So you open it up. Here's what it looks like inside. I put more of that rosette trim from the clock. This is in a different shade. This one's less purpley. This one's more like a corally pink. And then this trim is also from Elegant Embellishments. And I painted it cream inside also. And then on the top, I covered the back with the same, it's lace from Elegant Embellishments, but it's a very wide, flat lace. So I was able to easily cut that to fit. You know, these glue strands, I can't stand them. Then I took this trim, and want to say this was also from the medallion trim. So this was another part that was left over. And so I put that there with a little pearl on each side. More flowers that have been gessoed. And this moves forward, so she could put stick pins here or a little piece of lace or nothing. She doesn't have to put anything, but I just left that open. I just left this decorated like that at the bottom with some open space just to break it all up and not be so busy. And then on the bottom, I put these flat back pearls from Elegant Embellishments, and these are the feet, and they're pretty substantial. Let me measure them real quick. This is not easy to do. They're a little over 1/2 inch, not quite 3/4 of an inch, but they're great, and I love how luxurious they look, and they're the feet, you know, so I'm going to sign that when I pack it up, and that is the surprise item that I made for Kameka, and I hope she likes that too. The final item, it's kind of huge, but bear with me. It's pretty big. We wanted to make each other a name banner, so I went to Hobby Lobby for the first time, mind you, and I went a little nuts. And I found this banner that was humongous. It was like 8 by 12, but I had to get it. So I'm going to show you each letter of her name instead of the entire banner because it's pretty big. Okay, so here's the K. I just outlined it with this trim. And the paper is all from the Princess line from Prima. And you can see how I put the flowers and stickled some of the flowers on the paper. I just stressed the letters. And then I put this little cluster and a double bow right here. So that's the K. I'm busy. I have to go. And then here's the M. Good thing your name's not Elizabeth. Oh, just ignore my son, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, so here's the M, and I use this minty trim, and then I thought it coordinated really nicely with the paper. And I use more stickles and flowers and perfect pearls and. Distress this with my Victorian velvet, is it called? And then more flowers. And then another double bow. I put a double bow on the bottom of all of them, I think. Yep. Okay, E, we're almost done. So I put this, it's not this, there it is. This pink and white trim, so cute. And then this pearl flower trim. Here's another sheet from the Princess collection. And these letters are so pretty. I got them from Hobby Lobby too. Some more flowers, stickles. And then this is a flower that I made. Lace, eyelash trim, lavish laces, flower, pink paper bag lady doily, elegant embellishments, pearl. And then this ribbon I got from my stash. I made another double bow. I love double bows now. Okay, so here's the second K, and I used this really pretty cream trim, this ruffle trim. It's so soft. And then what I did was I used my perfect pearls, and I just filled in some of the scroll work here and there. And then this is the cluster I put at the bottom. I like how the coral tied in with the turquoise. And then with the seam binding, I made another bow. And then last but not least, the A at the end of her name. So I put this rice bead, and then a very thin lace from Elegant Embellishments, and then this bling trim. And then with this paper, it was so nice. It had these swirlies, so I just outlined them with the my stickles. And a few more embellishments, of course, more flowers, and I took more of my perfect pearls to accent that, and I made another flower. 2 different laces, bling from Dee's store, which is Elegant Embellishments, and then this double bow I made with some twine. So I know that was a massive banner. Thank you guys for bearing with me. And thank you for being so understanding with the intrusion of my 4-year-old. Anyway, so that is the swap that I did with Kameka. And I hope she enjoys everything. I had such a blast creating it. And thanks everybody for watching. And I hope you have a beautiful day.